I was raised Catholic, which for us meant we went to church on Easter and Christmas and maybe 2 or 3 other times a year, which was required by the Catholic school to get our tuition discounts. But I never really had much of a relationship with God. I had religion, but no relationship. And it wasn't until high school when my high school boyfriend invited me to come to church. And to be honest, I wasn't that interested in church, but I was interested in him, so I went. And one Sunday in April of that year, I'd been going a couple months and wasn't necessarily digging it, but it was different than the Catholic church for sure. This preacher was speaking right at me. I knew it. I could feel it in my heart. I knew he could just see inside my head. And I knew that this God that he was talking about was real and really wanted relationship with me. And I wanted so badly to have the relationship with him that he was talking about. And at the end of the service, he made an altar call, and I jumped out as quick as I could and ran up there. And it started my journey in faith. When my relationship with my boyfriend ended, however, I felt pretty wounded by the church. I felt like my relationship with the church was really connected to my relationship with him. And I sort of walked away. I went off to college, experienced some things, but I knew that seed was there and God kept calling me back. I got in a Bible study at UC Santa Barbara, met some amazing ladies that became lifelong friends who would encourage me in my faith. And God eventually brought us here to Celebration. And Celebration really became home to me and home for what would eventually be my family. In my early years of marriage, actually the very first year of marriage, my husband, 9/11 happened, life happened, and he got called into active duty in the Marine Corps and overseas to Iraq. I was teaching here at the time, and life was turned upside down, and I just honestly wasn't even sure he would come back alive. And Celebration was family and rallied around me and walked me through a season of a lot of uncertainty. Came back and life was good, had our first baby, like literally 9 months to the day of his return from the war. And growing a family here, wonderful, and life happened again. And we experienced some major struggles, not by my own will, but our marriage just really fell apart due to some infidelity. And I was pregnant with our second son and wasn't quite sure I was gonna make it. But the people at Celebration were really family to me. And again, rallied around me and my kids and linked arms with us in one of the hardest times of my life. And my small group, they just loved on me, made me meals, took care of me, and always pointed me back to Jesus. And nothing has been like the experience that I've had here with the family that I call Celebration. They really are home. My name is Cory, and this is my story.